Yeah, let's go inside.
So that was how you get it wrong. This is how you get it.
Yeah, quick. Yeah, so AJ, we're still talking about your experience for this semester, moving from 2 classes last semester to this one, and let's talk about the students, their participation compared to the last semester. Because I think, was it like Gina or somebody last semester, you were complaining like some of the students had assignment to do, they had presentation, and like you emailed them, and then the responses was.
It's always hard to get people to participate and do things.
Wow.
So we just kind of encourage them more.
So you can do it outside, or at least find.
So you come with your class list, like the list that the school gave you. Then you start from where? Like, I mean, like when you register your courses and you get your course list for your class, like, so when you walk in, like, how does the process work? Like, where
So
do you
you
start?
put a card in right there, that computer right there, and it prints you your book list, and then you get your books out of all these shelves.
Oh, wow. Like your Panta card, that is what you have to. Oh, okay.
So it's very easy.
Wow. So what if?
We already returned it, we're just showing.
So what if maybe like part of your textbook is torn or maybe something like? Are they going to know?
I've never had that problem.
I had it once. They tried to say that I created water damage on the book. That's how I like checked it out. But it's, when you get your book, it's best to like either take a picture of the condition that it's in or like mark whatever condition it's in. That way they don't try and charge you for it later on. We'll get an email. I got an email saying, hey, you might have to pay for this book. And I was like, right. They were like, well, let's check your other semesters. Well, you've never had a damaged book before. We'll wait until this time. And I was like, so.
Yeah, it's very easy. You just get your books from here and then you check out and you're good.
Wow.
Yeah, if somebody grabs you grab all your books and someone comes up here and then they check them out for you.
You are doing your duties in the library. How is it like working with the students at the library? How is the experience like?
So we hope we can get more awareness for the research communication support services. I had one student, and it was nice.
Thank you.
Helped them out, showed them some presentation skills, some different things they could do with that, formatting. And then also, she came back the next day and we helped her like time her speech and practice that because it was supposed to be 5 minutes. So helped them out there. That's in the basement of a booth library.
But what's your personal experience about the boot library? Like the first time that I went to meet Emmy, I was like, whoo! Like there's a lot of resources that we did not know. And she has been very supportive. So like, what's your personal experience using the boot library?
Honestly, I never used it.
You know, use the boot library?
My first time ever going to the library was my GA.
So he'll start going to the library a lot more next semester when your grad school yak going on.
Oh yeah.
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 You do. All right, I have to get to the radio station.
Oh, today says that you're going on radio.
I'll be on air.
Serious.
Good seeing you guys.
All right, bye, Tony. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been a great semester. I think like.
Wyatt approved me getting his camera to take photos at the graduation.
Wow. So Gina, why are you in PR and not in media like myself and AJ?
Well, I'm in Stratcom now.
Yeah, like why did you choose to do that? Have you worked in that field before? Do you have any specific reasons for choosing that path?
Yeah, I switched my major 4 times. 3 times. So I was originally psychology, moved to graphic design.
Wow.
Then I went to marketing. And in my intro to marketing course, we did a little survey, like personality quiz. And when I went to my advisor, she was like, "You're way too creative to be in marketing." I said, "What?" She was like, "You're gonna be miserable." She was like, "But something that's really, really close, that's kind of a cousin, that's more creative and kind of misunderstood, not known about, is PR." And I said, "Lady, you're speaking my language." And I switched like the next week.
Well, it's interesting. Like psychology, marketing,
And graphic design.
and
is
graphic
all.
design is what PR is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I was searching for something for fulfillment in a career. Each one didn't
Yeah.
do it all for me. So I found what was at the center, and I think it's fun.
Awesome.
Wow, that's awesome.
And so at the True Center, what I want to do now is something in branding. I'd love to work on a branding team,
Mhm.
or do some sort of what's the word? When you have like clients, an agency. I would
Okay.
totally do an agency where they
Yeah.
kind of just make branding packages for startups or
Cool.
organizations. I'd love to do that, or rebrands. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I want to do.
Super cool.
Wow, that's great. But you are doing like radio at the same time. You love movies.
I love it.
Watch the movie you produced with Brooks yesterday.
Yeah,
Like
awesome.
that was crazy. Like
I loved it.
yeah, it was scary.
That's so fun.
Thank you very much.
You know, at a point I thought it was an old movie that maybe people have pieced together. I didn't know like it's an original idea that you guys produced.
Thank you.
That was great.
We did a VHS filter over it so it would look old on purpose.
Yeah.
We
Wow.
wanted it to look like an old horror movie that then becomes like a commercial.
We
Mm-hmm.
were successful.
Hey, it's on YouTube. You can look it up. Look up Newton and Wilson Communication Apprehension Exorcists.
Holy
Oh.
moly.
Give it a little like for us.
Communication, apprehension, exercise.
Try saying that 10 times fast.
Yeah. So I'm gonna spell it out for you. Shameless promo. Put that in the bio.
Link in bio.
That's good.
I haven't heard of. So
Communication. Yeah, put it with subtitles too for us.
Yeah.
But EJ, let me take your thoughts on this. Like, what has been your experience about AIU? What is that unique thing that you will share with people for which they should come to AIU?
My main reason, because I went to EIU for half of undergrad because I transferred here. My main reason for staying is because EIU is really friendly.
Yep.
The staff is really friendly and wants to help you and get to know you.
Yeah.
Classes are really small, so you
Mhm.
can make friends and keep those friends for a long time. And one thing I love about EIU is that you aren't confined to one like niche. So I was majoring in interpersonal communication for undergrad,
Yeah.
but I also got a minor in video production,
Mm.
and I worked at the radio. So I got to do all kinds of stuff. I also had a minor in film studies as well. So then when I got to grad school and I decided that instead of interpersonal communication, I wanted to focus on media, I was kind of already prepared because I'd gotten those minors.
Wow.
Really great.
And if you're at a bigger school, there's more students, so more competition and less opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The smaller classes means that your instructors actually get to know you
Yeah.
and like can reach out to you if you miss class a couple times a week, then your instructor, you might get an email from them being like, hey, what's up? Is everything okay? And that's
Mhm.
really nice. It keeps you accountable.
True.
So yeah, I love EIU.
Let's look at the communication program, the faculty, colleague students, and then the programs available. What will make you recommend it to other people?
Definitely the like friendliness and how just willing to talk everyone is.
Mhm.
Your instructors are all willing to help and sit down and talk to you. And then also, like I said, just the opportunities, because there are so many. Like Jenna was saying, it's not super competitive because
Yeah.
you have a smaller school. If you want to try things, you can try things. If you want to work at the news station, Newswatch, you can. If you want to work at the radio station, you can.
And I actually went to the Daily Eastern News,
The
and
Daily
they also have like a huge department.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow. So if you're interested in print media,
Yes.
you could also go to them. Like, wow.
And on top of all of that, you can also, something I did in undergrad was I worked for ESPN. I went and filmed all the sports games. I would be on the field with the players with a camera. Very fun. One time a basketball player rammed into me and knocked me down. So there's just all kinds of cool stuff you can do. And there's clubs and there's registered student organizations. RSOs,
Yeah,
we call them.
yeah.
So, yeah. All right, Jenna, we can excuse you if you'd like to.
I do gotta go.
Yeah, you do gotta go.
Thank you, Gina. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah. Have a great summer. Bye bye. Wow, that's a good one.
I'll see you tonight.
Need that.
Are you coming?
Yeah, I think like they said there's a movie. There's a movie night. Yeah, I'm coming.
I'll be there like right on time or a little bit late because
Cool.
I gotta go do some car stuff with my mom.
No
I'll
problem.
be there.
All right. See ya. Bye.
Yes, tonight is the student film showcase, which means all of the students from TV and video production who are seniors
Mm-hmm.
are showing their final films. There's some really good stuff. Everyone did a really good job. I've gotten to see a couple because I have a lot of friends in that major, and it looks professional. So
Wow.
it's gonna be a fun night.
Yeah, Matt and Spade told me like they produce something. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna come and watch it. So
Matt has one, Spade has one, my friend Nick has one. You know Nick.
yeah, I know Nick.
Who else?
He used to come to the equipment room to pick cameras and all.